Hello, hello, and welcome back to part 2 in my Christmas Clean and Decorate with me. So last time we were downstairs decorating in like our main living area and kitchen and all of that. I will link that video up above for you guys if you missed it. But now we are actually upstairs in our brand new loft area. We completely did like a full-on makeover up here. We painted, we added new furniture, or new to us furniture from like Facebook Marketplace. And we also added our wood wall, or whatever this is, our map, our world map wall. Anyway, we just did a ton up here and you just will not even recognize it from what it is now. So anyway, we are upstairs. We are going to be decorating in like a more whimsical, fun candy cane lane theme. And we are decorating here in the loft area. And then we're also going to be decorating in the theater room back in there and just making this space like so festive, super fun for the kids. But we do have a lot to get done. So let's not waste any more time chatting. Let's jump into it.
Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season.
We are going to be kicking this off by decorating this little cove. This is like right at the very top of our stairs, and I love it because you can see it from the front door. It has this little cove light in the top, and I found that this cove has become one of my favorite places to decorate over the years. So we do have this art piece that we have in here all the time, but I'm also just adding in these 3 trees. I got these from Walmart last year, and I believe they were $50 or less for the set of 3, and they also come with these little bases on the bottom. And then I'm also adding in a big jingle bell with a P for our last name, and that one I got last year from Kirkland's, I believe. Now, I really didn't get much, if any, new things that I'm using upstairs, but I'm sure a few of the things are still available in stores, so I will have everything I can linked down below. And if you're curious about where I got something or if it's something new, go ahead and leave a comment, ask a question, and I will be sure to get back to you.
I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased.
All right, moving right along, we are headed into our loft area. Now, last week's video was actually this whole room's transformation. We painted in here, we added some new furniture, or a lot of like thrifted furniture finds, but the space looks so incredibly different than it looked several months ago. So if you want to see how we did it all, I will go ahead and link that video down below for you guys. But in here, I'm just starting to kind of do a light clean because this was like pretty much newly put together. There wasn't a whole lot of stuff to get cleaned in here, but I did want to make sure that I was starting off with a clean slate before starting to add in all of the fun Christmas decor.
Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree.
Now, opening up our Christmas bin, I'm just starting to pull out all the decor so that I can see everything that we have and kind of get an idea of how I'm going to style it in this space. Now, in our case, because we did just restyle this room into like a living room area, it's going to be very easy for me to keep things nice and fresh upstairs, even without adding any new decor or anything. But one thing that I shared in my part 1 Christmas Clean and Decorate with me was on how to use the same decor year after year and still keep things feeling nice and fresh. Now, in that video, we actually decorated downstairs, and I did more of a winter wonderland theme down there. But my tip is actually to not try to mimic the way you decorated last year. I know a lot of people will take pictures and make sure that they get things the same way that they did the year before, just so that they know it'll turn out really nice. But I feel like if you do that, it ends up feeling just very repetitive each year, which if you love that, then totally go for it. But if you're trying to kind of change things up and make things feel a little bit more unique each year without breaking the bank and having to buy a ton of new decor, just try placing things in areas that you haven't before, kind of switch things up that way, and you'll be amazed at how different your Christmas decor can feel year after year without adding any new pieces. This is so special, but it has Kaysville, Utah, where we used to live, so it's like always a bit bittersweet seeing this, but I love this one. It came from my friend's shop on Etsy. I'll link it below.
Yeah, these are the good times with you. Don't even care what we do if I spend it with you. Just you and nobody else. It's so good to see you again, to see you again. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire chair.
So before we get too far into the video, I did want to mention the giveaway that we have going on in my Christmas clean and decorate videos. So in this giveaway, we will be picking 2 winners to win $50 cash or a $50 gift card to the store of your choice. And this is international, so no matter where you live, you can be entered to win. And all you have to do to enter is subscribe to my channel and then go ahead and leave a comment on today's video as well as my Christmas clean and decorate part 1. And I will have links and all the information for this giveaway down below. So be sure to check that out and get yourself entered, and good luck.
Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear. Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed.
This little guy is my favorite childhood Christmas decor piece. This is not the same one that my mom has. She still has hers, but I found this on eBay like a couple years ago and I love it. This was one of the things, like as soon as my mom pulled it out of the Christmas tote, I was like, okay, Christmas is here, and it just brings me so much joy. I think my kids have played with it a little bit too much, so like it's getting a little bit used and I have to hot glue it, and the reindeer no longer like move, but it still plays the song. And it still has the little package of presents, but the reindeer used to like go up and down, but that mechanism is broken, I guess, now. But I still just love this little guy.
Carolers are singing outside our door. Lovely songs we all heard before. As they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. We're chasing snowflakes as they're falling down, and follow Rudolph all across the town. Later we meet under the mistletoe, while Santa's busy saying ho ho ho. We're feeling
Let me know in the comments how many Christmas trees you have in your home. Do you just go very traditional and have just one Christmas tree? Or do you do a little bit extra and have a few around the house? Forever, we were always just a one Christmas tree home, but I feel like Christmas trees have become way more affordable over the years, and especially now that we actually don't do live Christmas trees, it just seems very easy to get like a faux Christmas tree and pick up a few smaller ones, especially after the season where things go on clearance and everything, and you can just kind of place those around your home. Now, they don't need to be full-size Christmas trees or anything, but just having small Christmas trees around the house and bedrooms even, it just makes it feel that much more magical to me.
a Merry Christmas Day.
How cute are these little snowmen? So Kyle's sister and mom made these for us a few years ago. Like they lathed them out of like solid wood and then added like the little noses and everything. And they made one for each of our families. So there's like Kyle, me, Luke, Liam, and Noah. And I thought this would be the perfect place to display them.
As we walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Yeah. A Merry Christmas Day.
Alright, we have the loft all decorated. I love how it turned out. It's like more minimal up here, but I just think it's so fun with like all the red and white. But we do still have some more decor to put up. We're gonna jump into the theater room and get it put up in there. However, first I do need to clear out some of these trees because these ones are actually, these three right here are actually the boys' bedroom trees. We got them trees for the first time this last year and that was really fun, but I need to kind of clear them out of this room. And then also Kyle was feeling under the weather yesterday, so he actually spent a good majority of the day in here. So I want to go ahead and kind of tidy this up, maybe wash the blankets that he used, and then we can go ahead and actually start decorating in here. I don't know what it is about the theater room, but somehow it is just like the coziest room in our house. And so I was really excited to decorate in here. If you remember last year's Christmas Clean and Decorate, also part 2 where we decorated upstairs, I had all these great plans for our theater room. I was so excited to decorate in here. And then we got in here and I was like, wow, there's really no space to really decorate. We couldn't really decorate on our TV stand just because we have the projector coming down and that would be in the way. And at the time we had the poof taking up a corner in here, and then we also didn't have these wall shelves behind the couch, and so there really just wasn't a good opportunity to decorate in here. And I came in this room and I was just like, oh, okay, I guess we're not really doing much in here. And so now this year that we have this room more completed, it's just really exciting to be able to actually decorate the shelves and everything and make this space feel really nice and festive and cozy. But before we get into decorating, I just wanted to obviously clear off the couch and fold up those blankets and then wash the ones that Kyle had used. And then to go a step further, I also wanted to disinfect our couch a little bit. And so I'm just using some Febreze antimicrobial spray to do that. And then once I got everything all cleaned, I'm just taking all of the decor off the shelves so we can wipe those down and start with a clear space. Who else puts up picture frames and never gets around to putting pictures in them? This is like so consistent for me.
First flake of snow is said to fall today. It comes to say that Christmas is on its merry way, and for every single child there's a gift on Santa's sleigh. The first flake of snow
feel like one of the biggest struggles for me, especially when it comes to seasonal decor, is not going overboard. Like, I want it to be very welcoming and very cozy, but you can so easily do too much. And so you kind of have to sit back and realize what is actually adding to the space and what is just making it feel really crowded and cluttered. And sometimes as I watch these back, I'm like, I maybe should have actually pulled a tree out or two, or, just made things a little bit more simple, but you can definitely change things up throughout the holiday season. I don't know if you guys are like that, but a lot of times you might notice things change over the season, and that's just because I'm realizing I kind of went a little too far, or I could have made that feel a little bit more simple. But honestly, decorating is just all about trial and error and just finding what feels right to you.
So up here, I want to do something kind of fun. These are actually something that my brother and sister-in-law and like some of the boys' cousins made them, and it's just like this little wooden nativity set, but they actually like colored them and painted them and everything. So they're super special, but they're also something that I want, our kids to be a little bit more hands-on with. How fun are these? So I'm gonna just go ahead and just kind of set these out up front so the boys have, especially Noah, I think it'll be age where he'll kind of play with them and look at them a little bit extra if they're down within hand's reach. Alright, I changed my mind on this once I got it all set up. So I'm still going to keep it out. I want it to be low for the kids to like play with, but we have our projector always coming up and down, and I just don't want it to bump these and be knocking them over all the time. So I'm actually going to go put it on in the loft, and I think I'll do something else a little bit differently here.
Merry Christmas, baby.
There was so much white fluff from this tree whenever I was fluffing it out. You can literally see it floating around in the air, but I really love the look of this tree. I'm typically not a huge fan of the flocked trees just because of the mess that they make, but this one is pretty small and I think it looks so pretty. And then here I am once again just using a regular old throw blanket to create like a little mini tree skirt. It just works so well, and I love that you don't have to buy or even store anything special for it. Just use any kind of throw blanket that you already have and you have an instant tree skirt.
Give them a smile that lasts another year. There's something that happens when sleigh bells are ringing, when December is, when the children are singing.
Finally, now that we have the shelves all decorated and I have that little mini tree brought in, I am just adding the last few touches into here, including a throw blanket and some pillows. And then this little pillow, I can't remember where I got it last year. I think it was maybe Kirkland's or maybe even Home Goods. I'm not sure, but I love this pillow so much. It just makes me super happy every time I see it. It definitely pulls the little child in me.
Merry Christmas, baby.
This mirror in our theater room is just always in need of a good cleaning. As you can see, there are fingerprints everywhere. So we have a mini fridge in here, and it's super fun and nice to have in the theater room because this is like our lounge hangout space. But because there are no doors on the mirror, it just really gets so dirty, as you can see. Now Kyle's kind of had some ideas of maybe trying to find the same type of hardware that's on the rest of this little built-in area and putting some actual handles on the mirror. And I don't know if that would actually work because I don't really know that you can drill into mirrors without cracking them. But if you have any good ideas for this, leave your ideas in the comments below. We could definitely use them.
Christmas lights, see them shine in the eyes of a child. Let them shine. I used to be one of them, Christmas tree in the sand. Let them shine as I.
So this little blanket wall was an idea I had months and months ago, and then a few months back we ended up making it come to life, and we have just loved it so much. It's really nice to be able to hang up all the blankets. You can see all the ones you have and you can pick your favorite and just snuggle up on the couch. And I also really love that it just made use of a space that otherwise was really completely useless.
If you feel it, then sing with me. I wish you Merry Christmas, may all your dreams come true. And I hear choir singing, bells ringing by the Christmas tree. And I wonder if you could make my dreams come true and spend it here with me. Angels fly, night sky, magic lights in our heart. Light a spark. Let's bake Christmas cake and ice skate on a frozen lake. Favorite day, me free, just me, like a big family in this time. Erase the line.
All right, we are all done decorating in the theater room, and I thought I was done decorating in here, but I forgot a few things. So I'm going to go ahead and add just a couple things in like the loft general area. And then I think I have to grab my phone because I wrote notes of like kind of what I wanted to get done up here, but I think that's gonna mostly do it, and then we'll move on to the boys' room. And then I also want to add just a little bit of stuff in that cove area. I think just some garland to kind of like spice up the left side a little bit, like where that big jingle bell is. So yep, I think that's gonna be good. So let's go ahead and add the few things that I wanted to in the loft, and then we'll move into the boys' rooms.
So I definitely decorate for myself in a lot of areas, but I also want to decorate with my husband and our kids in mind, and especially around Christmas and the holidays. I feel like the kids and everybody, it's just like what makes the holiday season feel so special. And so even though I can find the most gorgeous, beautiful decor pieces, I really still love adding in the special whimsical kitty pieces that our boys are going to be really excited about. And the advent calendar is definitely one of those pieces.
Because Christmas is coming, my dear. It's the only time of year the reindeer fly.
Which one's, who am I?
Which one do you guys think you are?
I think I'm this one. One's Dad.
Yep, that's Dad.
I think I'm this one, then Liam's this one, Luke's this one, then you this one, then Dad's this one.
Is that what you think too, Liam? And look what's in the hallway.
I know, it's on Christmas trees. Do mine first.
Okay, but we need clean rooms to put them in. So, yes, we do.
Okay, I'll clean off.
And Luke is staying late at school today, so he will be getting back in maybe like 30 minutes or so. So I'm gonna go ahead and put up one last sign in here, then we'll go clean the boys' bedrooms and put up their Christmas trees.
You better hang up that mistletoe. I'm on my
You guys know, if you watch my videos, command strips are like my go-to way of hanging up decor, but especially when you have seasonal decor that isn't going to be hanging around on your walls for very long. I feel like this is the best way to do it because then you're not adding holes to your wall for just a temporary piece. Now they can get a little bit expensive, but my biggest tip for this is to buy the big packs at Costco. I don't know how many pairs they come with. I would honestly guess like 30, and they are only $10 for a huge pack. So go to your Costco and see if you can pick some up that way. Anytime I see those, I always stock up.
We won't be going outside, no way. Stay cozy by the fireplace. Pretty papers and bowls, silver and gold, excitement in the air. So happy to be with you, my dear. Christmas wouldn't be the same. Oh, I just gotta say, you bring out the holly jolly me. Oh, you're all I need. All I need. Yeah, you bring out the holly jolly me. Oh, you're all I need. You're all I need. Oh, this Christmas. Oh, you bring out the holly jolly me.
Let me know if you saw the boys' bedroom makeovers. Those videos were a long time coming. I started to feel like very overwhelmed with the boys' spaces just because especially Noah like kept changing his mind on what he wanted. But about a month ago or so, we decided to go ahead and get their rooms made over, and we love how each of them turned out. They're all very different from each other, and they're like totally representative of each of the boys' personalities. And we also added a lot of function into the rooms. So if you haven't seen those bedroom makeovers or you're new to the channel, be sure to check those out. And if you really enjoy home and room makeovers, we have done so many on the channel. I'm not even sure like a tally on them, but there's a ton. So we have an entire playlist for that if you're interested in checking that out as well.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings.
I never had a Christmas tree in my bedroom growing up, and I honestly don't feel like a lot of people did, but I feel like it's definitely a more common thing now, like I was saying earlier, just because they are becoming a lot more affordable over the years, and especially when you're able to get them on clearance. And then of course finding like the smaller trees and stuff. but it's just so fun, and the kids get super, super excited to be able to have a tree in their room, and they light it up at night, and it's just like a really fun little way to keep the magic going even more. So over here in the cove, we are just adding this big piece of garland. I actually got this garland last year and we had it on like our big shelves in our living room, but this year I ended up not using it downstairs. But to make it kind of go more with the flow of upstairs, I just got these little sprigs with red berries from Walmart. They are just 99 cents or 97 cents or something, and it's amazing how it made this garland just feel a little extra special, and it also kind of tied it in with the red and white decor theme a little bit better, just for a couple dollars with those little sprigs.
The tidings we bring to you and your king. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Santa, I've been good this year. Make your list and check it twice. I'll leave you a note right here underneath the Christmas lights. Carols and bells, none of them help. I still feel blue. I just wanna fall in love this Christmas.
Last but not least, I wanted to vacuum all of the floors and get them looking nice and clean, especially since some of the pieces had like that flocked snow, and I was just noticing that all over the floors. So I wanted to get all of that cleaned up, and then in just a minute, I'll show you how everything turned out.
You can't put it on your sled. You know me so well that nobody else can do what you do. I just wanna fall in love this Christmas. I just wanna fall in love. Save the wrapping paper, your ribbon and bow. I don't need that extra stuff. Oh, I just wanna fall in love. Santa, I've been good this year. Make your list and check it twice. I'll leave you a note right here underneath the Christmas lights. You know me so well, and nobody else can do what you do. I just wanna fall in love this Christmas.
I love how everything turned out this year. Upstairs is just so cozy and inviting, and I feel like it's just super magical, especially with all the reds and like the more whimsical decor for the kids. But if you saw my Christmas Clean and Decorate Part 1, where we did a totally different theme and style downstairs, let me know in the comments which of these spaces ended up being your favorite. Do you like the more traditional colors, like with the red up here, a little bit more whimsical? Or do you like more neutral, earthy decor, like a lot of trees and, you know, all the things that we did downstairs? I think for me, I definitely prefer how we decorated downstairs. However, for the kids, I think you just cannot beat this really whimsical, playful decor, like our little candy cane lane theme that we If you enjoyed today's video, I would love if you gave it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button before you go if you are not already part of the family. And stay tuned for next week's video because I'm actually planning on sharing the Airbnb makeover that I've been working on up in Montana for my mom. She had this little apartment up there that is so awkward. It's pretty small and it's just like has a lot of drawbacks, I guess. But we ended up playing into all of those challenging spaces and just making it a space that honestly I love. I would love to go up there and stay in the Airbnb up there once she gets it all listed and everything, just because it turned into a space that's super, super inviting, super functional. And I love that we were able to take those negatives in the space and actually turn them into positives. So be sure to have those notification bells on so that you don't miss out on that video, along with all the other videos that we have planned for the rest of the year. As always, thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me. Do not forget to get entered into that giveaway, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.